So this morning we're going to move. This is part 3 of Who Are You? It's a teaching where we're talking about identity. We're talking about gifts. From gifts, we're moving to purpose. From purpose, we're moving to assignment and destiny. And truly, we have learned that every human being is born with a gift. So we're in heaven, and God is about to send you to the earth. He puts a gift in you. That gift, when you get to the earth, you're supposed to discover it, develop it, and it will guide you towards your purpose, because you're going to use your gift for your purpose. And as you do your purpose, you will run into your assignment. As you do your assignment, you walk in your destiny. And we also learned we will learn today, that it is impossible to find success outside of your purpose. This is a phone, S21, okay, for making calls. If I use this phone to pack dirt very successfully, I used to pack dirt very successfully. Can I say this phone is successful? Why? Because it wasn't being used for its purpose. So you could end up being a businessman and make some money. But if business was not your purpose, you're still not successful. That's why you're going to find many rich people. Do you realize that when you don't have money, you think once you have money, you just be happy? But that's not true. Money helps. I will not lie. Money helps. But there are many rich people who are not content. They're not happy because the money is not their purpose. Am I talking to anybody? They're not doing their purpose. And also, I'm going through a quick review. Also, we learned that you can have a job, but if it's not in line with your purpose, you shouldn't do that job. Because anything you do, see, because this phone now, the most important thing this phone can do while it is still on this planet is to make calls. So if it's not making calls, the most important thing for it to do is to find how it can make calls, because that's what it was created to do. So many times, finding a husband could just be the most important thing in your mind to do, but that's not your purpose. Or maybe you want to just do something to do with money or something. That's a distraction, to be quite frank. That's not your purpose. So this morning we're going to look into the scriptures and really dig up a few things that will bless us. Amen? First of all, let's look quickly at Genesis 1:11-12. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself." Now note that he makes the fruit that comes off the tree, and the seed is in it. You get that? On the earth. And so it was. And the earth brought forth grass, and the herb that yields seed according to his kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Do you realize that the tree was in the seed? Do you understand that? So that's how God does things. God, he made the tree had fruit, and the fruit had a seed. But in that seed was the fruit. Now, God made you, gave you the gift, but in the gift is your whole purpose, is your whole destiny. Do you get? So God sends you to the earth, but what you need to do your assignment is in you already. Many times we think we need to go to university to find our purpose. We need to go somewhere to find our purpose. But the truth is that you come to yourself to find your purpose. Over the last 2 Sundays, I know that many of us have come inwards this time, and we've figured out our gifts. And from figuring out our gifts, we're getting a sense of what our purpose is. Whatever you were born to be is already within you. God prepared you with it. Write that down. Whatever that you are going to be is already within you. So you have to be, like there's a word that people use these days called self-aware. You need to be really aware of who you are and what's in you. Please try to get the last 2 teachings so that I don't have to repeat myself. There's a lot that I'm building on that you will need to listen to those 2 teachings to catch up what we're doing. The Creator never places the future outside of a thing. The Creator, God, He never creates your future outside of you. So guess what? You are carrying your future within you. And that's why you must take time to study yourself, know your gifts. I believe right now, all of us that have been here for 2 services should know our gifts by now. Because we've really taught at how to, like in your early childhood, what were your dreams, what were your aspirations before you learned fear? Before life started happening to you and you started disqualifying yourself from many things. Many of you wanted to be generals in the army, fighter pilots here, you wanted to be different things. You wanted to be artists, you wanted to be whatever it is. You know, your purpose is in those things. There's some things that you find easy to do. These are gifts, and your gifts point you to what your purpose is. And I'll tell you this, you are not expected to pursue money, because money will run away from you. I keep teaching it in this house. If you pursue money, money will run away from you. But if you develop your purpose, your gifts, and walk in purpose, money will chase you down. This thing I said, write it down. Because if you get your thinking right, then your life gets right. Many of you, like the job you took was based on how much money. The business you do is based on how much money. Your whole thoughts for 24 hours a day, your typical Nigerian, is thinking about money. It's true. Your average Nigerian is money. It's like if you just talk money or throw it out, everybody's happy. But money, see, the reason why a lot of you don't have money is because you're focused on money. If you focus on purpose and you develop your purpose, people will come to you. The world will come to you. And we've practiced it from nothing. From just nothing. We've practiced it where you do something, you do. Do you know how many years I would just come, I'll talk about love, I'll just stand there and say, ask me questions for years? It was practice. Then one day we put it on IG, and what within 12 months, 44,000 people follow. So it's practical. It's purpose, and people are paying. But guess what? It's because I pursued purpose, and money comes. So it works. It's not theory. Everything that we're teaching has been practiced. Am I talking to anybody? So figure out what your gifting is, and then it's easy to do your gifting because it's a gift. It's usually you are passionate about your gift. Do it for free. Let people know that you can do it. And as you develop it, the key to it is this: one step, find your gift. Second step, develop your gift. Third step, practice your gift. Third step, people will come to you. That's where money will come to you, because people don't come empty-handed. Am I talking to anybody? And this works. Amen? You are pregnant right now with your destiny. Your destiny is waiting to be birthed out of you, male or female. Am I talking to anybody? So, because many times you are waiting for a boss to promote you. You are waiting for university to finish. And if you're in school, you think life is great after school. It is not. People who are finished school, tell them the responsibility after school kills the joy. So now that you're in school, enjoy yourself well. See, I've been there. When I was in school, I said, I can't wait to graduate. Then I have money. Then I can do what I want. I can't wait to graduate. Then I graduated. And then I married quickly. At 23, I was married. And I had a child. So it's like, what enjoyment? You are working day and night. And everybody's looking at you. Because the minute you graduate, people expect you to drop something. And if you don't, you put yourself under pressure. So if you're in school, enjoy yourself. But where I'm going is that your purpose is inside of you. So every single person here is pregnant right now with your destiny. Your future is not ahead of you. It's trapped on the inside of you. Did you get that? Your future. Like many things, many ways we think is wrong. Many things we say is wrong. And because we're thinking wrong, we're getting bad results. Your future is not ahead of you. I've known this for a while, where self-improvement, self-development, these are your keywords. Improve yourself. Develop yourself. Because you are the value. The more value you have, the more earning power you have. So you are your own commodity. You are your own product. Do you understand this? So you go after that. You develop yourself. You came to earth with your future inside of you. God hid your future in a place where he knew you couldn't miss it. That's inside of you. You cannot miss it. You know? You were sent to earth to deliver something that was put in you. So that's the concept. God sends you to the earth to deliver something that he put inside of you. Everyone that God created has a gift. Your gift is not for you. I said this before. It is for somebody else. It's to be a blessing to others. Now write this down. A gift is an inherent capacity which was put in a thing to fulfill its function. So a gift is an inherent means it's inside of you. Inherent capacity is the capacity inside of you given to you to fulfill your function. So it's like God says he sends you to the earth to fulfill a function. So he puts a gift inside of you that gives you a unique, I think you should put that word unique, a unique capacity to fulfill that function. So when you do it, in your uniqueness, if you have developed it, you stand out. And that's what makes people come to you. And that's why they pay you to do what it is. Because it's unique and you stand out. And every single person has this. See, I will tell you this. There's nowhere in the Bible that God said university was your way to prosperity. Nowhere. If not, Jesus would just come and taught the scribes and gone. So we have a system that gives people knowledge, which is good. But to be quite frank, there's more than that. You've got to figure out your purpose. Got to figure out your gifts. Your gifts will lead to your purpose. If we have the time, we'll take some questions later on. So if you have questions, just write them down. I would love to hear them. The other thing is, you can't get your gift through education. Education can only fine-tune your gift. Education can develop your gift. It can refine your gift, but education cannot give you your gift. Neither can somebody lay hands on you for your gift. Neither can a prophet prophesy your gift to you. You came with it. It's a package. The day you are born is inside. Your gift is the source of your value. Your value comes from your gift. Once you've discovered your gift and you've developed it, because it's unique, you become valuable. It becomes the source of your value, your gift. Is there anybody here that has not found their gift, that does not know their gifting? Just wave your hand. Anyone at all? A few people. Okay, I see a little young boy in the back there. Yes, we'll work with you. Yes. Your value determines how much you make in life. You get paid for the value you bring to the earth. You just get that. And I think I've taught on value before. It is very important that you work hard on increasing your value. The more value you have, you must write this down. You get paid more for what you know than what you do. Write this down. It's very, very important, because the sooner you get, some of these things, when you hear this as an old person, it's a lot of turnaround you have to make. But if you catch it young and you start thinking like this from now, you can't miss it. You will definitely be successful. I am not even kidding. The things that you are being taught in this house, if you're able to grasp them and start to work them from this stage, you are definitely going to be successful. Because averagely, people out there are not thinking like this, and they're not moving like this. So know this for sure. You'll get paid more for what you know than what you do. So in life, you're generally trying to know more. Try to always be curious. Like we had a tech summit, and one word that he used, he kept saying, be curious. And it's true. Being curious just makes you go and look and investigate and see what's going on. And you're learning more and more. And the more you know, the more people will pay you. People don't really care a lot for certificates these days. It's like, if you can show me that you know it, and I can see where you've practiced it, and it looks good, they'll give you the job. In tech doesn't look for certificates. It's what you know. Did you know that? Don't pursue money. Now, very quickly, we're going to look into the scriptures to see a law that many of you are violating. And because you're violating this law, you find yourself in a job that has nothing to do with your purpose. And the longer you stay at that job that has nothing to do with your purpose, the less time you have to develop your purpose. And what happens is this. If your gift is not developed, you can't practice it to the point of monetizing it. So because it can't bring you money, you're forced to go and do something else that you're not gifted at to make a living. And you will always struggle more. See, if on Monday morning, it's like, oh God, it's Monday, I have to go to work again. your gifting is not being used in that work. Am I talking to anybody? I see people are thinking, oh yeah, it's true. If your gift was in the job, it could be stressful, but you will still go at it because it's your gifting. It's your passion. Do you get? But many people, they call it Monday blues. Who knows? Who said Monday blues? It's like on Monday, they just feel blue. It means like on Monday, like, oh, you know? Yeah. Then obviously you need to change your job. Let's very quickly look at Luke 12:22 to 34. Luke 12:22 to 34. It says, this is Jesus speaking. So you know it's important. Then he said to his disciples, therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, nor about the body, what you will put on. Life is more than food, and the body is more than clothing. Please leave it on the screen. He says, do not worry about what you wear, about life. Do not worry what you eat or what you put on your body. What he's saying here is that if that's what you're worrying about, you are going to go and do something about it. Most of you at your jobs, whatever you're doing, you've taken the job because it is paying money. You may even have moved jobs to a higher paying job because it's paying more. But then, this job, is it in line with your purpose? What he's saying is that if you focus on your gifting and your purpose, you won't have to worry about life, about your body, what you put on, or what you eat. Because and then he now gave examples of a bird. Now, a bird does not do business. It does not save money. All the bird does is fulfill its purpose. And guess what? It eats. And it has clothes. So Jesus had a message here that I want you to hear this morning that is beyond what you heard before. So he said, then he said to his disciples, therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life. What you will eat, do not worry. Or your body, don't worry. What you put on, don't worry. Which means just do your purpose. Life, which is like the purpose of your life, is more than food. And the body is more than clothing. Consider the ravens. Now this is the example. The raven is a bird. Is a black bird. And now this bird is just fulfilling its purpose. They neither sow, they don't sow, neither do they reap. Okay? Which have neither storehouse, they don't have bank account, nor barn. They don't have bank accounts, they don't have investments, and God feeds them. So it's an example to say, if you do your purpose, you are going to be okay. Okay? Or how much? Of how much more value are you than the birds? Which of you, by worrying, can add 1 cubit to his stature? Most times, you worry. It's because you are worried about like the job you're taking because you want to parent. Do you know how happy we are when we just get a job? We don't care whether the job is in line with what we are doing, but we're just like, I thank God I have a job because it's bringing money. It's because you're worried about the job. But what the lesson here is, develop your gift, fulfill your purpose, and stop worrying about the job. Don't stop worrying. You will not worry, because once your gifting is developed, people will come. People will pay, and you will not have any reason to worry about what you eat or not. The way God planned your life with your gift in you is a worry-free life. But guess what? We get it wrong. We do the wrong things. We don't develop the gifting. We don't work in purpose, and then we worry. How many of us are worried about something or the other? Rent, school fees, clothes, car, something. But that's not God's plan. Am I talking to anybody? That's just not his plan. So this morning, I want us to start to realign slowly. I know we can't quit our jobs right away, but start to figure out what your purpose is and start to develop the gifting. Just keep developing, no stress. But it will get to a point, it will start to be monetized, it will draw more money than you're earning, and it will be time to leave. Am I talking to anybody? Some people look like they believe, some people look like they don't believe. I don't know. Talk to me. You have a question? Yes, ask your question. While she's getting the bike, we'll just keep going. Consider the lilies, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. And yet I say to you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then God so clothes the grass, which today is in the field, and tomorrow is thrown into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O you of little faith? Then he says, do not seek a job that is not in line with your purpose, what you should eat or what you should drink. I added that, of course. No, but that's what he meant. That's what he meant. Am I talking to anybody? That's what he meant. He says, don't go seeking a job that's not in line with your purpose. Do not seek what you should eat or drink. Because that job that you're seeking what to eat and drink. You're seeking money to pay your rent. You're seeking money to buy clothes. You're basically working to buy stuff. Everybody say stuff. I'm not even kidding. If you're earning 200 now, and they get a job for 250, then you move. That extra 50, that 50K, exactly why did you make that decision? Because you can get more stuff. Just stuff. That 250 to 300. Why will you move? More stuff. 300 to 500. You move. Why? More stuff. Then you jackpot to Canada. To do what? More stuff. Just stuff. So can you carry stuff to heaven? If stuff is not your purpose, can it bring you joy? So be very careful. Be very careful. This teaching is actually a very serious teaching. I hope that we kind of grab it in our minds. That just make sure you figure out your giftings and walk around your giftings. Purpose. Just walk around it. And I tell you this, it is not possible for you to have a gift that you developed that did not make you money. It's not possible because it's a unique gift. It means that developed, you can do it better than most people in a unique way. I mean, Michael Jordan played basketball. Very few people can play basketball like that. Michael Jackson till today, I haven't seen anybody dance like that guy. Seriously, Michael Jackson, if you see the moves that he made those days, it's not Bugao. He made really, really serious moves. Seriously. So, it's amazing. So, know this. You were created for a purpose. You do not exist randomly. Amen? And like I said before, if you're a parent, watch your children. You're in the best position to catch their gifts. Then tell them as they grow older. And don't wait till they're 20 to tell them. Tell them by age 12, age 13, because that's the time they can start to develop it. Most people that go very far in life with their giftings, they discovered it early. Tiger Woods was playing golf at age 3 or 4. There are pictures of him playing golf at 3 or 4. Can you imagine golf? Then, of course, at 19, he looks young, but guess what? He's been playing for 16 years. And then, he can take over the world. Talk to me real quick.
Sorry, sir. My question is about the job. Is it possible for the job to help the purpose where it's not in the purpose? Like Jesus with carpentry and then Paul with tent making, where he's supporting the purpose, or like how do you? Basically, that's my question. Like how do I?
Your goal is that the job you take should be a job where you can practice your gift. So at the job, you're practicing your gift. So that job actually just gives you an opportunity to practice your gift. So eventually, when your gift is now developed enough, you're able to, and then because you've practiced it, more people have seen you do it. You're exposed to the people that engage in that kind of gifting. So it's very easy for you to translate from there into your own thing because you've been practicing the gift. There's always got to be a period of time that you're practicing the gift. Even if you look at David did not enter the palace through anointing. David entered the palace through a gifting. Even though hands had been laid upon him that he was going to be king, but he was never invited to the palace. Neither did he have royal blood. But when Saul had problems and was looking for somebody to play the harp to soothe him, it was Saul's servants that told the king that we know somebody who is really good at playing the harp. And his gifting, harp playing, is actually a gifting to David that he had developed. And he practiced with the servants. And the servants linked him to the king. That's what brought David into the palace. To the degree that he's engaging Saul, he's learning how to be a leader and a ruler. And eventually he became king. Your gifting is tied to your destiny. God has it mapped out. And when you forget your gifting, and then you start to spend the rest of your life doing something that has nothing to the path that God had for you, you will struggle. You may even think that you're successful to some degree, but the impact that you will make will be nowhere near the impact that God planned for your life. God forbid you get to heaven and God comes to you and says, I sent somebody, you are supposed to do this. Why did you? I said, I didn't know. But I said, but I was telling you. I didn't. But the prophet told you. PD told you in church. I didn't know. So understand that you try your best to discover that gift and work on it.